Hey guys, welcome to another episode of TheTeeTalk. I'm your host Anastasia.K.Mungai, and today we have to talk about how racism still exists in this day and age and this date and time. So first of all, I'd like to just say there is importance in each life. No matter the color of your skin, you are beautiful. You are a beautiful human living being, and no one has the right to treat you any differently due to your skin color. Everyone has rights, no matter what. There are human rights. So I'd like to just ask you, do you know your human rights? So according to the United Nations Universal Declaration of Human Rights, you have the freedom of thought. That is, you all have the right to believe in what you want to believe, be it religion or otherwise. You also have the freedom of expression. You have the right to say what you think. You have the right to share what you think with others. You have the right to public assembly. You all have the right to meet your friends and work together in peace to defend your rights and your freedoms. You also have the right to democracy. You all have the right to take part in your government. Every grown-up has the right to choose their own leader. You also have the right to a fair and free world. There must be proper order so that you can all enjoy all the rights and freedoms in your own country and in another country. You also have the right to responsibility. We have a duty to other people, and we should protect their rights and freedoms. You understand? So no one can take away your human rights, be it a policeman or not. No one should, okay? So today I want to just touch on your humanity, your human dignity, and challenge you to change the trend. First of all, what is the meaning of racism? So this is any form of prejudice, discrimination directed towards someone of a different race on the basis that they are better, that they are better species, I guess. But this is just wrong. You understand that? This has been going on for years. For years. I personally think that it has happened more than you think. Not only in America, but all over the world. All over the world. Recent acts by the American police in the case of the late Mr. George Floyd have brought light to the ongoing acts of racism and police brutality. So before I say much, I would like to just pass my condolences to George Floyd's family and just say that we will not let his death be in vain. We must change this. We must change this now. I'm just in complete disbelief that a man of the law, a fellow human being, can be so heartless. But needless to say, I have seen this in my own country. Police brutality is real, and this just makes me sick to the core. We all are human. We are all human beings. We all bleed red. We all need air. We all need air to breathe. So I'd just like to ask you, do you know what the meaning of police brutality is? So this is legally defined as the civil rights violation, where officers exercise undue, excessive force against a civilian. It's not limited to physical or verbal harassment, guys. It could be physical or mental injury, or property damage, and even death. So in Kenya, this is one thing civilians are already used to. Police mistreating them, brutally injuring them, and even killing innocent civilians and bystanders. So especially during this curfew. Curfew enforcement in Kenya has just brought so much death and injury to simple human beings just trying to get home. Okay, so after preliminary investigations, there are approximately 15 deaths and 31 incidents where victims sustained injuries that have been linked to actions of police officers during the curfew enforcement. So I want to just speak on the late Yasin Hussein Moyo, who was just only 13 years old. And he was killed by a policeman on his balcony after the curfew began. The latest death was a homeless man from Madare slums who was killed on Monday evening for allegedly just violating the curfew. I'd like to really ask you, is the curfew that important? People are dying of not corona, but of human brutality. People are just being brutal and they're abusing human rights. So if we don't change this, it will continue on and on. We need to break the cycle. Silence is consent. Silence is consent, and I definitely am not going to stay silent while others are suffering. If you can sit and watch this happen and be comfortable with it, you are simply no different. You are no different than the one who committed the act. Let's not sit back and allow racism and police brutality to happen. This has to stop now. No lives can be lost again towards this such stupidity, so much stupidity. No more pain, guys. No more suffering. No more death. This cannot happen. You are no better. You are no better than anyone. We all need to accept each other because no race is going anywhere. We are not going anywhere. We are going to be here. So we must learn to live and love each other. There is no other way. There is simply no other way. We are all cut from the same cloth. So I'd like you to take that in. Yeah, take that in. And we just know you need to change. We need to change. The world cannot continue on like this. We have to be the change. Be the change, guys. Be the change. So this has been The TeeTalk. I'm your host, Anastasia.K.Mungai, and please join me next time. Please join me next time as we just dive into more hard topics because we have to change how we think. See you next time.